Alrighty, there we go. We're getting started a little bit early here, but I figured I'm ready. Hopefully everybody else is ready, so we can just go ahead and get the party started. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully well on this, at least for me, snowy day. Let me know if I need to make any adjustments to any audio as we go. I do show that I'm at least talking this time, so that's going to be a bit of an uptick on my last stream where I was just muted half of it. Alright. Just from my angles here, audio's looking okay. So again, just let me know if I need to make any adjustments, but diving right into it, welcome to Planet Zoo. I love this game, but I haven't played it on the channel. So, as you can see, I have played quite a few of the challenges here. I play all of my challenges on hard mode and I go for gold. Now, the downside to this is that I'm a perfectionist, so I can't really just leave things lie, which is why I have nothing completed on any of the time challenges. I just do not function when it comes to having a timer on me. Even if it's something I could normally do in 5 or 10 minutes, if as soon as you say you need to do this in an hour, I cannot do this anymore. So this is going to be a real struggle for me. I don't even know if we're going to get one thing done today, but we're going to try. So starting off with our first challenge here, we've got Bogged Down, Karstmeyer. I was just in here for a little bit trying to get a feel for it, and as you may see there, I don't think I'm doing very hot. So, nestled in the Estonian wilderness, Karstmeyer is a beautiful location with much to offer. Its many lakes and diverse flora provide a great base for a new zoo. Just make sure to manage the available space carefully, and don't forget to keep an eye on the timer. Ooh, I didn't know you streamed, Frosty. Hey, Visible. Yeah, I mostly stream over on Twitch right now, but I'm trying to dabble a little bit into YouTube too. So we're just going to be, expanding some content and doing things outside of ClanGen. So on my dockets and to-dos, I've got Planet Zoo, Pokemon. I've got a really good challenge in mind for Pokemon, because the recording I've been doing is just not been doing very well in consistency. And Palworld over on Twitch. So, oh, careful, River. Gonna get tangled in there. Looks like River is gonna be joining us, at least for a bit, so you may hear some mews and whines and whimpers. But that is just River. Exactly. Coming to hang out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be on hard difficulty, which means it is going to be an hour. Which means I'm not going to do well. Kitty, it's a kitty. Yeah, that's River. She always gets concerned when I start talking to the microphone. You want to see my kitty? I'll go ahead and post a picture of her in the community tabs again at some point. But she is a very, very cute one. Hopefully they don't get too rowdy, because usually when I start recording or talking to myself from their perspectives, they start freaking out and doing anything they can to get my attention, save me from the demons or whatever they think I'm doing to my computer over here. Alright. I'm nervous. I hate time challenges. I think this is the only way I'm ever gonna get these done. Okay, here we go. Gotta be ready to hit the ground running here. For my scouting of this is mostly just like empty everything. There's like nothing here, which makes the riverboat run really rough. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try and go for the gold. So Billericay Transport have 10 habitat, 4 exhibit, overall good rating, a lot of guests, and a good profit. Okay. So first things first, we need some facilities. These aren't going to be pretty because they also need to be cheap. I think we will put them over here. Sorry if I'm like whipping the camera around a little bit here. Trying to go fast. Besides stream stuff today, does anybody have any good plans? Anything they're up to or want to do with their day today? I feel like I just ended up taking a lot of naps for myself. Just been that kind of weather. Okay, well, hopefully those can actually even be accessed later. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Yet. Get out of the way, trees. This always makes me kind of nostalgic for, of course, that's not going to work. For Zoo Tycoon, because there you can actually sell the trees and they will just, they will actually help your causes here. This is going to be annoying, isn't it? I don't have time for this game. I gotta go faster. Okay, there we go. Is everything connected? No. Almost. Okay. How much of my time have I used in that? 2 whole minutes just to place things down. Alright, this is one of the oldest ones, so hopefully all the additional DLC just helps us out here. Because I've got basically all the DLC. Come on, educators. Okay. So we got a really gross looking zoo, but that's totally fine. I think we're gonna make this area like a little guest space real quick. Maybe. Again, I'm not going for looks here. Doesn't match. I'm gonna have to call it and say it's fine. Oop. Even though I really like having pretty zoos, this is all about efficiency. Okay. These I do need to make pretty. At least pretty-ish. That's intense, but I think that'll work. We'll put... Can I add it? There we go. I've also been on a little bit of a Criminal Minds kick lately. I don't even know if anybody's gonna know what Criminal Minds is. Hi, sorry you're late. Oh, no worries. That could also be on me just because... Okay, that's not gonna work. I accidentally created a whole new stream instead of going off the one I'd made, so that doesn't help confusion there. But glad to have you here, Clips. How are things going? Hopefully, well. God, I'm trying not to panic. I've used 4 minutes setting up this. Okay. We should probably grab an information center. Oh, just kidding. Can't afford that and kind of need animals. I'm so sorry. My mouse is so sensitive, so I'm going to be whipping this guy around and it's just going to be what it's going to be. I think we'll try taking a small loan for now, even if there is more interest on it. Oh, good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Trying to keep my sanity doing this. You are wonderful. I'm very, very glad to hear that. All right, chat. What's the first animal we should get? I'm thinking. I'm gonna say the camels could be good because that's just conservation stuff and they'll just kind of chill. I'm gonna start building some semblance of an enclosure while we debate on that. Nope, brick's cheaper than concrete is. So I think we'll stick with the brick. And we don't have a whole lot of room, so we'll just kind of make something in the middle here, I think. Oh, I should check that first. Okay, we can add and remove water if we need to later, so if I end up landlocking something, then I don't think it'll be a huge deal. Let's get this thing going. Water buffalo. We're thinking water buffalo. Ugh. Why does it fit on the one side and not the other? Okay. Let's connect that way. And we do have these now. So I could help somebody go in and see it. Water buffalo and plants, you're cute. Do I play Roblox at all? I have not. I've gotten some recommendations for it, but I've not actually tried it myself yet. Well, we can definitely buy one water buffalo, but these guys are gonna need some friends, so we'll wait off on actually placing them for now, since we need to get somebody in the zoo to get some money. Yeah, I think the camels are gonna be our better bet. Let's do the one with better longevity. Some zoom. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if I were to play Roblox, understand that there's quite a few different like subsections of it, I guess. So if I were to play it, like, what would you recommend that I play for it? Because I think there's some warrior stuff in there, if I'm understanding things right. And I think that there's honestly probably just about anything in there that you could want. So, oh, I get all of this. This is so nice. If I can place it. Cool. And I think if we place both of these for the camel, then they'll basically be all set. Ooh. Okay, guess I can't check that from there. It's a forest territory. Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition's on there. Okay. I thought that was a separate thing. Horror games like The Mimic. Ooh. I want to play more horror too. I'm a real horror buff. So yeah, definitely give me any recommendations. Oh, these guys need friends too. Okay. Well, we can do that. Maybe, maybe not. I'm regretting my choices. Okay, well, we need to get people in the zoo before we hemorrhage all of our money. So let's put in... If I can put an exhibit in there, that's probably going to be too expensive. This is why I don't do good. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. This is why I don't do good with this game mode. How do I get that? Oh. Flawless. We're not even gonna worry about what logistics make this possible. We're just gonna put some stuff in it instead. Ideally something I can afford and we can get a good population going for so we can kind of make some passive income. How about the snails? There's a ghost game on there too. I played it and it's really detailed. You have to use the clues in the map to figure out the ghost type. Okay, that sounds kind of like Phasma almost. Alright, so 1 to 6, we can have any distribution we want, so let's just get as many of those as we can. We'll get a good male, good female, and then just kind of whatever. Alright. They're in the zoo. I'm gonna name this just so I can keep track of everything. Exhibit snail, whatever, that's fine. Climate is good. We are going to make some exceptions for these guys just to keep like our diversity up. But I think 3 and 3 is fine. And then where's the layout? There's the layout. Just one of anything. Doesn't matter where. I think we're gonna need to take another loan. Trying to avoid the big loans, but I think if we're in the name for speed, then that's what we're gonna have to do. There's a ghost game. I think I watched people play the Roblox version of Phasma. That wouldn't surprise me if that was a thing, because I think from what I've heard, if I'm understanding correctly, like everything you could want to do is on Roblox basically, which is pretty neat, really. I know when I was trying to like first get into gaming and programming a long time ago now, getting like that kind of diversity and customizability was always my draw for things. Okay, that's something. Put in some donation boxes as well where we can here. Take people's money. It's called Blair. Ooh. Like the Blair Witch Project probably, huh? Okay, well, of course I picked the one thing that's going to be sad by... Oh. I got an albino gator that I can't afford. Oh, this is crocodile. Okay. My favorite YouTuber streams is Splicer. Ooh. Ding, gotta go. Oh, no worries. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. This will be up for you to watch later if you're so inclined, but otherwise, I do hope you have a good night. Get some rest. Okay. See ya. Some streams will probably be a little bit earlier in the future, too. I feel like I should probably just put up the riverboat thing now. Just because I'm so bad at setting that up and I don't want to accidentally lock myself out of this as an option later. Basically. How big does this need to be? 600 meters, that's pretty big. So we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, see if we can put it here. Nope. Okay, where can I put this? Gosh, I hate the rides on Planet Zoo. Like, I'd probably like them more if the controls and placement felt more intuitive. But it's really not, at least for me. So I just kind of have to go and hope. Please, yes. At least this is doing this bit for me automatically. That will save me some time. Nope. We need to go the other way. There we go. Nope. Spoke too soon. I also understand wanting to, like, push the mechanics that they make. But, oh my gosh. Like, having to do these for the challenges is always so rough. Okay, let's try and... My cat's giving me a heart attack. What's in this way here? Is it just this? We'll get rid of that. Oh no, not that. I need that. Yeah, unpowered is a problem. Where do I... Okay, well I guess I can't get back in here to complete this. Face remove entrance, doesn't matter. Same with this, because we can just kind of end up doing whatever with this. Cool. I know this looks so convoluted, but I've done it this way and worse before, so we'll make it work. Okay. That's a good question, though. Do I even have all the mechanic stuff? I don't, so I want to get the power going. Just to help that go up a little bit there. Okay. There we go. Is that gonna be enough? Okay. Awesome. I know we've got problems with it, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully we've got a ride and it will count. Not quite yet. That's okay. It's something. And we'll work on the rest later. In fact, I think we can work on that now while we're waiting for some extras here. I'll just kind of guide this over. Telling y'all, do not do good with the time pressures. Oh, is River coming back? Yeah? What do you want to tell the people, River? Ooh. Ooh. What do you want to say in your cat tongue? She is gone. We will never know what she wanted to say in her cat tongue. Okay. There's something like that there. We'll put our camel in here as well. They're not going to be very happy. It's fine. The zoo's not going to be pretty to start. Not even a little bit, but we need to start getting people in. Otherwise, we will continue to hemorrhage funds. Don't know if that does anything for the zoo, but we'll put that there. And we need to get some education boards up. They don't need to read it. It just needs to count. Okay. Just generally trying to improve some things that guests are going to want to look at. Yeah, did not think you'd like the terrain very much. So it can basically have infinite sand, so I'll just put down a bunch of sand here. See how that does us. Need a little bit more rock. Don't care about it, Frosty. It doesn't need to be pretty. I love cats. My family doesn't want to get one. Yeah, that's always rough when you can't get things for reasons. But you'll be able to get one eventually, I'm sure. Just may take a little bit longer. Is this outside of their... I hate this range. Yes. But it's definitely hard when you want to get an animal and just can't. I wanted a snake for the longest time. My mom always said no. And then all of the apartments I've lived in have said no. So it does make it really hard. But eventually you'll be able to get a cat and give it the best home you can. Where'd the camel go? Oh, there it is. Okay, what else do you need, my friend? Alright, it's happy-ish. We just need another camel in here and it'd be good. Okay, how many do we need for... Nope. How many do we need for the buffaloes to be happy? Just 3. So we can take those 3 and get them quarantining. I wish that I had enough conservation credits for this girl because she's gold star and albino. And that's really fancy. Okay, got that going. Alright. This is 539 meters out of 600. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be what I need it to be? Okay, let's see if we can cheese that a bit. And this is why I hate the, like, ride things in this game, just because it feels like such an arbitrary number. And it takes so much time to make. Even if it can navigate this stuff. Which sometimes it can't. And I feel like it's not going to be able to navigate this. Turn. Okay, we did it. This better make me so much money, and I don't think it's going to. Okay, try that. Nice. Okay. We got it. We got one thing done. Stray cats just like to take shelter under our house, and I just like playing with them because most of the time the cats are kind. Well, when we don't hurt them, and we never do hurt them. Yeah, that's good. I've made friends with a few strays in my day. The worst part was when one followed me home and then I had to just be like, you can't stay with me, I'm sorry. But at least you have some community cats they can kind of hang out with and get to know. Okay, I'm gonna do a controversial move here. I'm gonna train up all the staff now. I'll help them be a bit more efficient, but they'll definitely cost a little bit more. Okay. Alright, they are moving there. I think we'll just plop them right next to the camels here. No place like the present. Oop. Make it a little shorter. Just to go under. Can make that, oop. A bit taller again, maybe. There we go. Well, we're gonna need some water treatment sooner than later, too. I also think I'm gonna regret just haphazardly doing this. Excuse you, sir. I got a dog barking in the apartment. Wouldn't surprise me. We've had quite a few upset dogs lately, and I'm not sure why. But hopefully they aren't too loud. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. Well, just a little bit of extra cardio for the zookeepers, I guess. Oh, but then the cats leave. Yeah, that's definitely a downside to that. But they can at least hang out a little bit. You can hang out with them. Stray cats need a little bit of kindness, too. Okay. I guess everybody is sick. It's fine. We're halfway done with our time, and I barely got 2 animals down. Yeah, it's a prophet that I think is really gonna kill me. I'll try putting a talk point here. Nope, don't have any seating. Why is everything so poorly powered? Oh, just right on the edge, too. Here, we'll just... Well, we can't really move that, but... I'll just cheeky put that one there for now. These camels are making so many noises. Okay. If we give them the mud pits and the pillars, that's enrichment they'll never get tired of. So that should hopefully help our endeavors here. I think I can maybe squeeze another land-based animal in there if I'm careful. I would say like the tapir, but that's not really land-based. The tortoise, however... They don't need that, but... I guess I can go through that habitat, so I could also save that for... You know, like putting it down in an area like this. I think that tends to up appeals. Get everybody in here. As fast as possible. Okay, they got plenty of space. Get rid of all the plants they don't like. Okay, they're happy with that amount of coverage. That's what they're getting. I think they'll need a little bit more food, ultimately. We'll just put in 2 of these. There we go. That's going to be a surplus, and then they will be happy. Perfect. Zoo doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to work. Oh, that's a little far away. Okay, and then I'll put in a speaker. The education's always what inevitably kills rating. So whatever we can do to up that, we should. Cool. And at least for this should be pretty easy to just shove in a power of some sort. We don't care about renewable energies on this, it's just impact on gas, so there we go. That plugged in quite a few things for us. Alright. High Mount Slitter, you're right, I didn't put in any trash cans. Am I blind? There we go. Yeah, they're called bins. Okay. And a bunch of those here. And there, I guess. Since that seems to be where everybody's going. Okay. We're just about out of money now. Okay. So I got that much more to pay on all the loans. So I don't think we can really even afford another caretaker to help out with cleaning some of this up. But I think we're gonna need to do that anyway. Is this managing the way it should? There it goes. Okay, cool. And now we've got a renewable source of things. Okay, so let's pay this off so we don't have to worry about the interest on that. Now this, I'm a little bit more concerned about. Let's get this going a bit quicker too. And for another camel. No, not yet. We're getting there though. So we're just gonna let the zoo run for a bit because I don't, well, didn't really want to take out another loan, but ultimately that could be a little bit quicker for us if we did. We're kind of going on good trends though, so just have to hope. Because we only need 3 stars. If I can get marketing going on this, then that'll give us a whole nother star. After that, it's basically just putting down a bunch of things to attract more people. And then hope that that's enough for the rest there. Okay. Yeah, I think the tortoises would be a good choice. Is anybody even riding this ride? Like, why would they? There's nothing over there. This is so painful. It's the worst part. I think I'm gonna bite the bullet and take the loan. We'll stop speeding up because that will just drain our interest quicker. Okay, so we've got drinks. We just need food stall since it didn't fit over there. There we go. And then let's check out the guest needs. Not too bad. That many animals are hungry. It's probably in here. Why is it 15 alerts, so weird. Let's get the keeper over here quickly. Let's buy up some animals now that we can hopefully afford it a bit better. We want higher appealing species to get as many people in as we can. Downside to all that, of course, is just that that's going to be more expensive. Okay, I think the grizzly bear is definitely going to be our better choice. I'm going to go for the one with longer lifespan. just because we should hopefully have them a little bit longer. And let's get them some space. They need 750 meters of just land. I don't know if that would be enough there. So let's try putting them over on this little island area. Oh, I need to do that before I forget. Put in water treatment, because I don't think that's gonna be naturally occurring here. Yeah, it wasn't. Definitely gonna need that. Okay. We're just gonna try and maximize on this land space where we can here. I really hope that the bear doesn't get stuck on some of these hills. Okay. We could theoretically put something in that little divot there too. But I think I'm just going to focus on connecting this over to the other path we can. It's going to connect weird, so we'll just go over. Okay, I'll try this. Is that gonna fit? Oh, I can just move this. Don't know why everything's gotta just barely not fit. Okay. I'm not trying to put this on the tree. This is why we need to get the solar panel sooner than later. Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna need some more zookeepers, too. I know things work better if you put in work zones, but for now, I think this is still small enough to be arguably okay. Is this 700? Oh, plenty of space. Plenty of space. I always think they need so much more space than they actually do. Okay, let's get that ready for the bear. Does this all count for... Nah, we can just do something like that. If we put both of those there, they won't get tired of that either. They get tired of this thing? I don't know. There. I really hope they don't get stuck in a pit. Okay. Got something resembling something happening here. They're fine. What are you yelling about? What are you protesting? Okay. Not gonna be able to understand some of their whims here. But let's put in some more magical floating exhibits, I think. I think the Goliath beetles will be good. We'll just get, I think it's 6 of these guys. No, me gotta go. No worries at all. I hope you had fun hanging out. Can always catch up later. Have a good night. Don't even know how many that is. 6. We can have up to 8, look like. You did. Bye. Alright, bye. Have a good one. Okay. We've got something basic there. Manage the population. Let's do 4 and 4. We're not making any exceptions for these guys because life passes them by quickly. No, I don't want to be left with an empty exhibit. Okay. There we go. Only got 20 minutes to do the rest of this for gold. I think we could at least do the exhibits. The rest of that I'm not too sure on. But let's at least do the exhibits to say that we're trying. Nope, I want a magical floating exhibit. There we go. Okay, and what are we going to fill with this one? I'm not going to spend conservation on these guys just yet. In fact, I may actually have enough for a camel if we can swing it. Cool. But if we're going to need, like, elephants and rhinos eventually, we're going to need to save what we can where we can. Oh, all these are gold. Nice. Okay. I'm going to keep a couple in reserve just in case anything should happen. We're going to sell them because we need the money more than anything now. Don't think it'd be wise to pay out that one just yet. As much as I would like to. What do these guys do? Alright, so just 1 to 2. Snakes, I think we can do up to 4. 5. Okay, let's do the snakes then. Okay. We'll just adopt all of these guys. I'll send all the Easterns there. Okay. Layout. Beautiful. A little bit more humidity. Okay. I'll do the management. 2 and 2 I think is fine. Okay. All those guys are set now. And the beetles are already doing what they do best. So we're gonna sell them off. Okay. Then we just need one more exhibit. And we can call it good there. Okay. There's our row of magical floating exhibits. Okay, let's move the camel in with its friend. That'll move the bear, not in with those friends, but over there. Okay. Gonna lie to myself and say that we're doing alright here. Don't know if we actually are or not. But let's get in some frogs, I think, to round out our deal there. Let's get then some more there. Okay. Again, just to preserve diversity, we'll keep those guys the same. Beautiful. So glad we don't need to actually do the research for everything. Where is the little thing? Same bud, same. Frog. There we go. Okay. Put a couple more of those in case anybody feels so inclined. Under price, that's music to my ears. Let's see if they'll do 8 and 5. To see a bear, I'd hope so. Is the bear actually in here yet? Not quite. That'll probably be a second. And if we were to do a 5-star marketing, then we would get the 3. So I'm just gonna do that real quick, because I think once we get the notice, then it'll just carry over. Oh man. Not quite. Where's this bear at? There it is. Okay, bud. What do you need to be happy and not escape? Okay, can't get out. That's one mission accomplished. Looks like it needs more coverage, so we'll just... I hope you like spruce trees, bud. Getting a lot of them. Is this gonna put in a little bit more coverage for us? There we go. No one's actually gonna be able to see the bear, but it's fine. Okay, a little bit too much long grass. It needs more rock. Still quite a bit too much long grass. Okay. We'll just completely repave. There we go. Then we need some more short grass in there. And a shelter. That's way too big. Flawless. Don't know if bedding actually does anything, but I'm going to pretend like it does. There you go, bud. Yeah, scratch that back. But why do you only have 5 viewers? Well, I don't know. It's honestly more people than I was expecting to come hang out with me today, so I'm hoping everyone's having a good time. Is anyone up to anything exciting right now? Okay, well, I finally got that. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a magical first try. An hour is so rough to do all of this, at least for me. We're literally just going to have to grid things out and go. Okay. What other animals can I even afford here? We'll get a crocodile, I guess. Ooh, a bunch of flamingos. How many do I need? 10. Ew. It's one of the reasons I don't do flamingos usually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not even all of the ones I need. But let's get a crocodile in here, because I'm sure that'll help. Okay, let's see. How much space do you need, friend? Crocodiles need 210 and 210, so equal parts land and water. Just isn't necessarily what I'd expect, but maybe this little divot will be good for them. Okay. Oh, I got the 3 stars there. Sweet. Another reason I don't like the boat is that I have no idea how to like make it go through the exhibit. I tried so many things and I'm probably just stupid, but I have never gotten it to work correctly the first time. Oop. Is that equal? That's equal. Cool. As long as it's at least 250 of one or the other, plenty of space for the crocodile. Crocodile. Sure. But fits it goes. This camel is so angry. Oop, a bit late on the quest, but I'm hoping you're doing good too. I sure am. Why are we stressed? Man. Are you okay, friend? Are you stuck? No, they're fine. Okay. I was gonna come save you, but I guess you didn't need saving. Okay, but now that we are good, and the 3 stars, we can just kinda stop the marketing. 9 minutes. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this anywhere close. Gosh. I really, really hate the timed things on this. I know hard's meant to be hard for a reason, but still. It's very unforgiving. Okay, so I think for next time, the goal is going to be to get as many exhibits down as we can first. And then to kind of take advantage of quick cash and conservation credits off of that. I feel like we have to put in the boats next too, just because they take up so much space in here. Like, it's crazy how much space that needs. Okay. We need 4 more of those guys. We could always just do some warthogs to round things out too. 1 to 7. They don't need much space, so we may actually be able to just tuck them in here. Okay, let's try that. Just get a few random ones. Send them into quarantine. And let's try connecting this in here somehow. I don't care how, just connect, please. Okay. We're half out of the zoo, but that's alright. Okay, where can I put this in? Please? I may have to end up moving this thing too. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. Okay, let's connect that there. I love watching people play this game. I'm glad. I can't wait until this game finally comes out on Xbox. March seems like a year away. Oh, I didn't know that this was coming out on Xbox. That'll be nice, honestly. Having some more cross-platforms is definitely not a bad thing. I can't imagine playing this game on console, though. How'd you get over there? I better just catch it. Probably here, huh? Let's raise that up. Try that. Okay, so jumpable escape point here. There we go. Okay. That's so many animals. Okay. Let's get as many of these guys in here as we can. Okay, there we go. Reset that, move everything over there. It was announced a couple of weeks ago. I believe it's going to be on PS and a few more consoles. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to translate, but I'm sure that's what they've been working on for that. I really do enjoy this game. Oop, I didn't want to enter your camera view. Just wanted to make sure you're doing at least relatively okay. I guess the thing with this is that it doesn't actually care about the well-being of the animals, so you can literally just throw them in as long as it meets the criteria. Oh, it unchecked that. Oh, it didn't do that on the other one. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Well, we're definitely not getting gold, but I'm gonna see if we can at least get silver. Okay, I need a little bit more soil in here. Let's just cross out all this real quick. Okay, they're gonna need a lot, so we'll just... Perfect. Doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to work. Function over form. It's what we gotta keep in mind. Okay. What else? What else? Pretty sure it's just gonna be the same as the PC version, but with all the controls transferred over. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It's just that there's so much like intuitive stuff with keys. But in general, I tend to prefer PC over console for that anyway, so guess that's just preferences too. I will gladly take your guys' money. Okay. Let's get that education rating up. Maybe. And this is why I was hoping for that. Come on. It's hard enough getting some of this to cooperate as is. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. So don't have enough flamingos to round out a good flock. Let's do... What can I afford? I guess we can just get more flamingos. Think that's 10. If not, oh well. They can be a little unhappy. How much water space do they need? They need 300 and 125 for 1, but what does that translate to for 10? Okay, so not too much really in the grand scheme of things. I think we'll just kind of pop something resembling something over here. Cool. Oop. My mouse wheel is way too sensitive. It's actually killed me in a couple games. Alrighty, flamingo time. I can't get over the noises that some of these animals make. Sure. Ew. Sure. I don't really know how this provides shelter or doesn't provide shelter, but we'll try setting that down for them. And then for our guests, we'll just make a random path to go over there. Make it a bit bigger than that. Come on. Stop biting me. Okay. Good enough. That's fine. How are we doing on the loans? Not hot. We are not doing very hot on the loans. Okay, so if we want bronze, now we've only got 30 more minutes. Man. Just brutal. Okay. Things starting to sound like my stomach, gosh. Do I have any exhibit trades that I could? Nope. Not right now, anyway. How many things can we move over here? Excuse me. Oh, hiccups. What's a challenge I'm doing? Right now, I am doing a challenge where I'm just trying to get everything done on hard mode. For the first time challenge right now is all we're trying to do. So, the goal is to get gold. Didn't quite manage that, so now we're going for silver. But ultimately, the goal is going to be to try and get gold. So I'm going to keep working on it. But it's really rough. And we'll either replay the same scenario. If we don't get it, we'll go on to the next one. I mean, either way, ultimately it's fine. But I'm going to keep trying this because I just don't do good with this sort of like time crunch pressures in this game. Like, I'm sure I've probably done similar challenges in less time before. I just can't get my brain around it. I'm doing better than you would. Oh, that's sweet. I just am not good at that balance. Where are the flamingos at? Ah, there they are. Good enough there. Are you happy with that? Nope. How about that? Nope. Okay. Doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to work. Why are all these animals diseased? I mean, like, same, but... Get over there. Get in your new holes. How many animals do we even have? We got 6 out of 10. I hate being pressured to do something at a certain time, like let me just take it. Yeah, that's kind of where I get it. There's just like something about having that stopwatch at the back of my head that makes it so much more impossible to do. Ew. Surprised it didn't flag earlier, honestly. Where are all these animals diseased? Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of beetles. Won't complain. Okay, I think the flamingos are starting to complete their exoduses. Exodi. Hopefully, anyway. Make this a little bit bigger. Since I don't know what else we're going to put here, if anything. Definitely feels like a waste. There's just so much space here in the zoo, and it's just all tucked in this corner. May as well just turn into the clock. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it beyond just the pressure gets me, which is why I figured it'd be fun to do this on stream. Because it's just gonna be me panicking the full time. Get in there. Okay, how is this a shelter, though? Well, it's not really counting very well, is it? Guess I could go, like, duck under. Don't really have very much time to figure it out. Let's give him one of these. Yeah, that's plenty. That is plenty. Okay. Guess they're not very happy. It's always the education. Gonna just try training up the rest of the staff to handle workload better rather than hiring more people. Corporate America and all of that. Okay. This is when having pre-established work zones would probably be to my benefit, but I don't, and I don't really care to. Oh, I'm broke. Not for the fun part of Planet Zoo. We're just gonna speed this up and hope. They may be able to go under, but depends if they can get back out. Yeah, that would be another problem, wouldn't it? And flamingos I don't see as being particularly bright, so I can definitely see them having a bit more problems than the average bear. Who's attracting protesters? Okay, no, for the game's purpose, it's just about the, like, well-being of the animal, but who could realistically look at a snail and be like, it's been a second since that snail got some food? I wouldn't venture to guess many people could do that. Okay. We got 20 minutes on this, and now we're $10,000 in the hole, so I really don't think we're gonna get in anywhere with this. How long have I been playing this game? Well, that's a good question. So, for me, I've basically been playing it off and on since it came out. I've got all the DLCs, I've completed all of the non-time challenges, but one that I'm currently in the process of doing. So it's literally just these time challenges standing before me, which is why I'm going to try and conquer it. However, I don't think it's going very well. You're gonna say it's like a slug, how can you tell, right? I get it just about the balance, but still. Okay. I think we may just have to throw in the towel on this attempt. Because I don't think I'm climbing out of this debt hole now. At least not anytime soon. And I don't think I'm gonna... And everybody's starving to death now, apparently. What are you saying? Okay, same, bud. Gonna throw another question at me. What's my favorite animal or my top 5? That's a good question. I've always been partial to, yeah, the dead I think we weren't getting past. The animals I've always been most partial to have been wolves and tigers, as cliche of an answer as that is. I just like my Awoo boys. It's nothing personal. Outside of that, let's see. I would have to say after that, if we're gonna get specific, the Amur leopard. I really, really like the Amurs. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's what I like. Foxes are pretty cool too. And I'm also just a horse girl at heart, so I'm gonna have to say horses are in there too. This penguin does not want to walk. Stream's still going. Stream's still going. Computer's not liking this loading screen. Good choices? I like to think so. It's really honestly hard for me because I do like quite a few different animals, so narrowing it down is usually the harder part. But while this is trying to make up its mind on whether or not it even wants to load. Oh, there we go. Do we want to try that again? Or do we want to go for a different challenge? Because no matter what, I haven't completed it. So, let's see. The time scenarios are all of these ones. We've got 36 to choose from. You love foxes, but if you hear them at night, you get scared. Yeah, foxes make some really, really crazy noises, don't they? Like, really, really crazy. So I can definitely see that being really jarring if you hear it. Up to me, giving me all the power. I'm tired of trying to build a boat race, so... What's number 2? The Cophega Park. 36 too many. It is. I'm a completionist. I gotta get these all perfected. Like, look at this. All gold stars on heart except this one that's still in progress. And then this is a shame. Lucky you want to live next to the field, like in the countryside. I grew up in the countryside, basically right next to a cornfield, and I've really disliked the emptiness for a long time. But then over time, I realized that when I moved to the city, I can't handle buildings being around me all the time anymore. I just can't do it. I start to feel claustrophobic, and then I'm like, where's my field? Where's my just open space I can escape to? Like, I just can't do it. So I'm really trying to find a good balance of there's actually things to do here that's not go get lost in corn, and there's not so much here you're drowning in buildings. Where you live currently just isn't for you? Yeah, that's fair. I hope you find wherever that is for you. Living in the countryside is definitely better for you and your fam, but it totally depends on the person. Yeah, it's just a weird balancing act because, again, I didn't really think it was for me growing up, and then I moved away and I'm like, oh man, where's the sky? So it's just about the balancing. But I think we'll try the Cophega, probably butchering that. The stage is about to be set for a huge push on conservation awareness in the mountains of Luzon. Transform the small patch of disused rice terraces into a beacon of conservation before the grand opening ceremonies start. Hard, gold, hour 10 minutes. I don't know if we can do this in an hour and 10 minutes, but we're gonna try. That being the city. Being in the city just isn't for you? Yeah, that's totally fair. I'm trying to find somewhere in the middle. I think like a big town is gonna be the end goal. Just big town. Alright, it's gonna take a while to load. Don't forget to drink your water, everybody. You used to live in a small house in a town with 4 siblings. Oh, this is interesting looking. Apparently started this at some point. I don't remember it, though. And yeah, that sounds like that gets clustered fast. 2 of my family members live where I'd love to live, a small town / in the countryside. What? It counted loading time against me? That's crap. Okay. 10 habitats, 3 animal talks. Overall rating of 4 out of 5. 2,000 guests in the zoo. Yearly profit of $30,000. Okay. 2 of my family members live where I'd love to live in a small town in the countryside. Yeah, I think wherever I end up, I want to like live on the edge. Oh, this isn't a lot of space at all. Huh. Hmm. Don't know how I feel about what we're working with there. Looks like we can kind of get up top there too. It's pretty built out for us. Guess I'll make this a staff area. Interesting map indeed. Yeah. Don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't this. Okay, again, we are going to go purely for function, not aesthetics, so I'm sure people aren't going to be very happy looking down and seeing these ugly buildings that the staff have to be in, but oh well, they can deal with it. Actually, a little workshop maybe. And quarantine. Feels like it takes up so much space. Okay. Hopefully that auto connection doesn't mess up anything. Gotta get the small animals. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, this is gross. This is really gross. I hate this. What is this doing? Just connect, please. Please. Oh my gosh. This is why I was wondering how the console's gonna work. I can barely do this with the mouse. Okay. We're off to a good start. Can't even get the pass to cooperate. Please? What if I ask nicer? Okay. Okay. Why is this so hard? What? Sure. Only spent 5 minutes just doing that. It's fine. Like, no one lives in a really small town, so small I wouldn't even call a town, just like 3 to 4 multi-unit buildings, and then a couple freestanding houses and summer houses. So when I think of summer houses, I think of like vacation homes. Do people just like go vacation in really, really small towns? That doesn't seem like the ideal destination. Okay, what are we getting? I don't really foresee any of these animals being, like, considered small. But, okay. Let's get some more camels, start us off. Because I don't think they need very much space. Oh. We're going to need to hire people to move them from point A to point B. That'll be helpful. Go somewhere. Keeper. Mechanic. Just like one of everybody. Except the vendors, because they come with their buildings. We're special like that. All surrounded by greenery and huge forests and hills. Yeah, that bit does sound nice. Oh, yeah, I guess having power would be a good thing, huh? We don't care about the environment in this challenge, so let's get the most bang for our buck here. There we go. Look at them run. Don't know where exactly they were going there. Sounds amazing. Oh, I guess I do need a staff building. Ew. Don't know if I can add this into this mess that I've made down here, so I'm just gonna put that up here somewhere, and I guess I will give it a shell. Just so the guests don't get affronted. Flawless. Sap path. There we go. At least they've got a room. We don't need a research center if we're not researching anything. Let's see how much space the camels need and how much we can get away with giving them. When each resident has their own small farm plot, no animals, just a place to grow vegetables and fruits and have the occasional barbecues. That sounds really idyllic. I won't lie. Okay, 750. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely something to be said about an environment like that, for sure. Can I just raise this? Sure, won't look like a terrace anymore, but... Panel too short. How is the panel too short? Oh. I was hoping it was just going to be like a pre-built... Let's try getting rid of that. Pre-built exhibit. I don't even know what's getting stuck on. Okay, this is even going to be even harder to build on, though. Trying to figure out the best way to do it. Because it's not like these are especially larger or shorter. Maybe get rid of that. It's gonna take me a lot of time just to figure out, apparently. Okay. Oop. I can do that one now. So I guess the issue did lie elsewhere. Come on. Give me the thing. Give me the prompt. Oop. Okay, so it's something in here that's the issue. Nope. This is gonna be a problem. Only got 2 days of your half term left. A week off. Ooh. Obviously has a school, one gas station, several small shops, and one big chain shop, a church, etc. Yeah, the small town I grew up in was really, really small. And it had like 5 churches to its name. Like, so small it wasn't even a town, it was a village. And it still had like 5 churches. So, gotta get the important bits in there. What are we stuck on? This map does not like me. The feeling is mutual, though. Guarantee I am not gonna get the time limit on this one. It just... I spent like 10 minutes putzing around trying to figure out how walls work. And losing. Don't need that big. That should be good. Do I actually have to research things on this one too? Oh, that's irritating. Oh well. Fix incomplete. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go well. Why are the panels such a problem? There we go. Try that on for size. Okay. There you go, bud. Okay, and we need education. As much education as we can give people because they just refuse to retain knowledge. And we can also give them a talk here. Eventually. Compare your heights all down the road, friends. Just as much education as we can. You used to live in a village where there was only 30 people in your primary school. Now you've left, there's only 26, including the teachers, of which there's only 2. So, did the teachers just teach, like, every single grade level? How did that work? We had a little elementary school, too, but there were 2 teachers per grade. Not just 2 teachers overall. Okay, let's see. Lots of rock and sand. Can do lots of rock and sand. Okay, how's that looking for you? Better? We're happy with that. Oh, that's right. It's not pre-research for us, unfortunately. So I guess we will put in research center because otherwise it's going to be a lot harder. You were wild and free kids. You played on the trees, on the hills. I mean, we did that too, but... Underpriced. Oh, well... I guess free is a little underpriced. Why did they set me up for such failure? Okay, let's get some bins in here. Give me money, people. That's all I'm asking for is just some little cash. Okay. Do we still think that they're underpriced, or is it just not caught up quite yet? That's the $1,000,000 question. Okay, I do think I'm gonna delete this. It's probably gonna make somebody unhappy for a second. It's fine. They can deal. Oop, we don't want that big. There's 2 classes. Class 1, reception, year 1, year 2. Not sure what those are in grades. And class 2 was year 3 up to year 6. So y'all just kind of overlap / shared? I just like... I definitely get that being, like, necessary for the environment. But I'm just picturing, like, how bullied the younger kids must get. At least if they were in my same area, that probably wouldn't end very well for them. Here's the research. Only 2 actual classrooms, 3 to 5 teachers. Okay. That does make a bit of a difference. Put year twice, oops, it's all good. All good, all good. Guess we'll get them researching that. Train everybody up so they can do things a bit more efficiently too. Yeah. I mean, at least over here in the States, the grading system is kind of simple because it's like preschool for kids who aren't in school yet. Preschool. Then it goes up to kindergarten, which is kind of the intermediary, and then just 1st grade through 8th grade, which is elementary and middle school in there. After that is where it gets weird with all the weird names it does. We were given easier work depending on what year grade we were in, but yeah. I would just definitely see there being some problems with, like, the actual kids. More than anything. I guess we could combine some things there, maybe. But still, I don't think I would trade in my experience in small town school. Sure, it's kind of the everybody knows everybody problems, but in some ways that was nice too. 2 classrooms, a playroom, wooded area outside, teacher saw it, switch around while teaching. Yeah, I definitely see what you mean about being a bit more wild and free now. I probably would have killed to have that as a kid. What do you mean I can just go roam the woods with my friends when we're not being taught? Like, one teacher taught multiple things. Yeah, I don't think that's too unusual for elementary school, I guess. But they all stuck to their grade levels. So 2nd grade wouldn't go on to teach 1st or 3rd or whatever. They teach all the subjects. How much space is this? Same. Yeah. It's always weird to just think about, like, what you consider normal is just so alien to somebody else. It all just goes down to various experiences, though, doesn't it? What are those noises? Okay, is that enough room for a crocodile? Maybe? Should be like 450. Okay, cool. Surprised I actually got that amount. Okay. Let's put this somewhere. One teacher was a homeroom teacher, religion, field trips. Okay. That isn't bad. Alright, yeah. I can definitely see that working out. There's some overlap in some of those things. Now you're in college, less high school. It's a big change going from a school of 30 or so people to one with around 1,500 people. Yeah, that's the other downside to that. We had 30 kids in each of our classes, so we were raised with, like, that same amount of people in each grade level. Then we went on to high school with about the same amount. And I feel like I'm trying to explain how big a transition that is to people. They usually don't appreciate that. Because whenever I try to be like, yeah, we went from like a small school to a big school, usually I just get told that 1,500 isn't even that many people. Ooh, for field trips, we went ice skating, rings, the pool. Ooh. That sounds fun. Yeah, we did all kinds of things for our field trips. We need rhinos. Well, I don't know if we can afford rhinos. We got hippos. Yeah, same here, lol, except work here, not school. New person has appeared. A new challenger approaches. Welcome to the chat. We are reminiscing on school experiences and lack thereof. But, what would you say your favorite field trip that you guys have ever done was? All the things I can think of, I wouldn't even really count as like field trips because they were bigger school trips, you know? Guess we can put in an exhibit here. Rhino, hippo, same thing. I mean, if we want to go for the horn aspect of it, at least the elephants will have tusks, I guess. How much space is that? Hopefully enough. Quarantine pass. Let's get our crocodile in the zoo here. There we go. You went to Stonehenge. Ooh, I really want to go to Stonehenge. I mean, I've never really left the Americas, so I would like to go someplace that isn't the Americas at some point. So Europe, Africa, anything like that. Rhinos are better. I mean, that's fair. It's in your name, too, so... I guess that there would be some bias in there. Ooh, can I put that giraffe in with the wildebeest when we get enough of those guys? Theoretically, yes. And also we had field trips to nearby forest. A teacher and some of us believed in elves, gnomes, and that they lived in that forest. I mean, depending on where you're at, there are definitely some forests out there that I could definitely see there being some magic in there. The ones around here, maybe not so much. The ones where I'm at, we mostly just have bears. I've never actually seen a wild bear yet. I kind of want to, and I kind of don't. Because as cool of an experience as it would be... Well, I guess I have seen a wild bear, but that was from the car, so that doesn't count. But still, I feel like that would be the kind of thing that it's cool until it's not. Bias. Yep, exactly. We also have these residential things where we stay somewhere for a couple nights, and my last one was a 4-night trip to France, and the ferry ride on the way back was not fun. Ooh, what happened? Do you feel comfortable sharing? Really curious there. Or was it just like motion sickness? I know that motion sickness plagues my family. Some worse than others. And that can definitely impact the feel of a trip. Okay, that should be a bit more space. I don't think the elephant's going to be happy by itself, but it'd be nice to get one. I need at least 3. Ugh. So much for not having big animals here, though, huh? The teacher told us and showed us gnome tiny houses in the trees, and sometimes even said they could see gnomes actually running around while we were in the forest. We did that a little bit with leprechauns. But that was just in elementary school, and that was only for St. Patrick's Day. That's probably the closest approximation I have. Guess we're just gonna keep building up things here to hope we can use it eventually. Let's get some... Gosh, these camels make the weirdest noises. I thought that was the soil, was not. Okay. Think they're happy with that. I don't think we get any penalties if it's sideways, so it'll be sideways for now. Okay. What else can we afford? Ooh, let's do a tapir. Oh, can we actually just get all the elephants we need? Nice. Elephants would be cool. Well, let me put this in one way. Someone fainted on the way back. Like, all the kids are throwing up and you could hear it. Ew. Eating was also not fun because it was rough sea. Luckily, the 3 kids from my school didn't. Oh man, I was just thinking like you individually were seasick, not everybody was getting seasick. Yeah, that makes a huge difference there. I would not enjoy that at all. That would be horrible, horrible, horrible. Yeah, definitely do not envy that. I should say elephant because there could be like peafowl things in there. Why is this the only shelter we can get? It's bigger than the enclosure is. Okay, well that's just what they give us for the elephant, so hopefully we can get by with like this, because I don't want to make one from scratch. But we may have to. I was during one of those trips that your classmates and you, best friends, were separated into twos while in the line in the forest. We had a very interesting thought and later question. Ooh. I slept through most of the way back, so that's a big boy shelter. Yeah, it is. Yeah, at least you slept. It sounds like not many other people did. And that would definitely be miserable to have to endure for all parties involved. I'm like a sympathetic puker, so if one person goes, yeah. It's bad enough dealing with my cats because River tends to get sick a lot. And even just doing that, I have a hard time. So I can't imagine being on a boat full of sick people. Saw a pigeon land on some electrical wire poles, and you wondered why they didn't get electrocuted. Depending on what school level you were in, really depends on the kinds of questions that you have. You were young, don't judge you. Oh no, I had equally strange questions, I'm sure. For me and my friends, I remember this so vividly. We were not the cool kids. Let me phrase it that way. We were not cool. Um, and we would just like sit at the table at lunch, just like all of us together, and we would just debate about what color the end of the universe would be if somebody were around to see it. So, like, say the universe ends, but for whatever reason, one person just exists for a moment to see the very end and then they, like, cease to be or whatever. What color would they see? So we would just debate for literal hours about whether or not the color at the end of the universe was black because there would be nothing, or white because it would be encompassing everything. But it was always black or white. Those were just the debates that we had. And this would get kind of heated sometimes. And at times, we would call over like passing teachers and we would poll for their opinions and their stances on what they thought the color at the end of the universe was going to be. And it was never end of the world because, you know, space is black. It would just continue to be black. Who cares about planet Earth? No, we're talking about the heat death of the universe. And this was like the conversation from grades 6 to 8 in my lifetime. Please don't tell you're the only one who used to think teachers lived in school. Oh no, we definitely thought they lived in school. They had cabinets where they kept supplies, but we could never see the inside of the cabinets in school. So we thought that the cabinets were just hiding like those Murphy beds, the kinds that drops down like out of a wardrobe sort of thing. And they would just sleep there. That's what we thought. So after I got home, I asked my mom and got the answer: the pillows under the legs. Don't think I would worry about the color, more about the fact I'm about to die, but interesting conversations. Yeah, middle school was an interesting time. Another memory I have where we were just like pulling slash bothering the teachers weirdly. It was oop. It was like during a pizza party. Like if you read enough books, then you would get pizza at the end of the year, month, whatever it was. And we okay, yeah, that doesn't count at all. Okay, cool. My friends and I were the only ones out of the grade of like, I don't know, 300, whatever it was then. We were the only ones that did it. So it was like a private pizza party just for me and a couple of my friends, is basically what it turned into. And they got so many pizzas. Like crazy numbers of pizzas. So just me and like 3 people. Where can I put this at? It won't completely overlap the path. But they got like 15 pizzas for 3 people. Wonder if that'll still work. They got like 15 pizzas for 3 people because they thought more kids would actually want to read than just us, but no, we were the only ones that wanted to read. Okay, I thought it like broke something. We were the only ones that actually wanted to read, so it's just me and like 3 other people with 15 pizzas, and other people come up and they would ask if they could have a slice, and we were like, sure, because we can't eat 15 pizzas amongst the 3 of us. We just couldn't. And the teachers that were supervising us were like, no, you can't share because they didn't earn the reward. And we were like, what do you mean they didn't earn the reward? We can't eat all of this. So then for the rest of that lunch period, everybody's just watching us eat these pizzas, because I think they also made an announcement like congratulating us for being the ones to do it or whatever. And then a bunch of teachers came by and they just like took the rest of the pizza. Because like we couldn't eat all of it and it was just going to go to waste. So they just basically got a free pizza day off of us. All at the same time just being like, no, no one else can have this. For socially awkward middle school me, that was like the worst possible thing ever. You actually have a book from your childhood that has a teacher lives in school sort of thing. Oh, you have a funny story from your class? I'm curious about that. Poor kids, I know, right? Like, it was just bad for everybody involved because me and my friends didn't want to be the center of attention. And everybody else wanted pizza. And none of us got what we wanted except the teachers, who got to embarrass some kids, advertently or inadvertently. And they got their pizza day, too. Honestly, part of me wonders what they even would have tried to do had nobody made the reading requirements. Like, if they still would have just gotten the pizzas anyway, because they clearly didn't look at the number of students. Like, would they have just gotten the pizzas anyway and the teachers would have gotten a free pizza day? Or would they, like, just not even make any announcements and just claim that it's because the teachers that's so good on that quarter or whatever, you know? Like, that definitely feels like something people I know would do. That ain't cool, teachers. I know, and they were normally, like, really cool, so we couldn't understand why, in this particular instance, they were just being so adamant. I think they thought that they were, like, doing us a favor because, like, we had worked for it and we had earned it. But in the end, like, you know, especially in middle school, of all times, there is so much social pressure. Come on. Oop, not that. Controls are so finicky in this game sometimes. Nope, we're just gonna get into the panel too short issue again. Okay. Maybe I can make it slightly smaller. Just a little smaller. Flawless. This doesn't seem like a waste at all. Get the elephants some enrichment. I'm stressing. I know it's a challenge and all. I just can't. I know. I want to get them some enrichment too, but we literally don't have anything for them because the vet's got to research it. Is the vet on the elephants? Yeah, and the vet's already on the elephants, so sadly there's nothing I can do until the vet does their job. Come on. Connect. There we go. The religion class consisted of the teacher was at the front of the classroom and was partook a Bible, or at least a religious story thing, and then had us draw how we think the story went in our giant notebooks. I'm very scared for where this is going. I can foresee a lot of possible angles, and some of these are a lot worse than others. Oh man. Now that I'm thinking back on it, like, middle school had the most, like, mortifying experiences at the time. But then, like, looking back on it, they're kind of hilarious. I would not relive middle school for any amount of money. But, like, you gotta take some amusement where you can, because it was not a fun road to get through there. You would draw how you think it went, but there's this one kid, your classmate and friend, who would always include things that weren't related, like Legos. Okay. What did they do with the Legos? Oh, that's way too big. Doesn't have to be pretty here. We just need some water for them to access. Nope. Okay, I guess they can get in there. I didn't think they could. A little too much long grass, so let's just do a little bit more soil here. There we go. Like, this guy gave Legos to that guy. Joker stole Legos from another guy. Oh. Well, I guess that could still be worse. They're just trying to make it more relevant to their interests, right? Like, depending on the grade, too, I can totally see that being some weird thing like me or my friends would have done, too. These stairs don't look comfortable. Okay, there we go. Someone fed the crocodile. Oi! I've never actually seen people throw things in there before. It's not time for it. No feed. You gotta go now. Hope you have a good day afternoon. Alrighty, no worries. We'll see you around. Have a great rest of your day or night, wherever it is for you two. How do I imagine a current notebook size up like they are by 3 or 5 times? That, oh my god. Okay, well, we definitely need somebody to clean that up. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you had fun. See you around. How many barrel feeders can I put in before they get tired of it? Enough, anyway. Okay, let's level our guys up. I have not been watching the time at all, which means there's no way we're completing this challenge. Oh, well, 30 minutes is still more than I would have expected. So I guess I'll take that. Let's see here. What else can we get? Sorry, I'm not building another staff room yet. Okay, so we got 4 out of 10 here. Need more animal talks. Much better rating. The rest of that all just kind of comes with a bit more time and success there. Alright. I know, the zoo's filthy, it's fine. We revel in our filth here. Lion bears are gonna be pretty well appealed. It's not too bad either. Should I spend money on another elephant when I don't need to? Don't think I should. Should be a bit smart with my money. Especially since I don't think it's going to be coming back down anytime soon. Alright, well, at least that's looking a bit better there. It's a good thing these guests are a bit more magical than the average bear here, because they can just walk through that shelter, I think. So I don't need to worry about the rest of that. Come on. Wrap this around here. Then they can look down too. Stop fighting me. This is why I don't like doing the time challenges on this game. The controls aren't good enough for it. Alright, let's see here. Because I think they don't need too much space. 550 for one bear. Yeah, I think we can manage that here. Maybe not. Here, let's see if the null barriers are going to want to agree with us. There we go. I think that'll be a bit more agreeable. Okay, and then null again. Alright. Is that 550 at least? It is. Whether or not that's all going to be traversable, I don't know. But it's fine. Let's make sure they get some food. Need more large barrels. Guess we'll get them extra pools. Alright, cool. The elephants are surprisingly doing okay for enrichment. Which is generally not something I thought we'd get to so quickly. They'll probably get bored of it, but that's okay. Alright, let's move the bear over here. Just trying to think of the best strategy to go about this, if any. Because this isn't going as smoothly as I would have liked. Bear. Come on. Himalayan. I'm guessing I won't like that. Alright. That's all that we can do there for now. What? What? Computer's freaking out a bit. There we go. Okay, let's see how this bear looks. Are people still feeding this poor crocodile? I just don't understand why. What would possess somebody to throw something in there? Okay. Especially in this economy at these prices. Nope, that's too much of that now, apparently. Okay, let's get some rock in here too. Oh, we need some snow no matter what we do. Which means we're gonna need some coolers. Probably, anyway. Cooler. I think the default will be fine. Okay. Clear all that out. Put in some random trees. Just anything to help out that coverage. Usually the bigger the better. Okay, now I just gotta make sure the bear can't climb out using the tree. I think we're okay. Flawless. How quickly can you construct a habitat in this game? That's all these challenges are. It's also kind of why I don't like the time challenges too much, just because I like to actually make something that's relatively functional. In other words, the TV screens aren't wedged into the wall and built around the wall. It's a strange concept, I know, but I think it's just fun. There we go. Alrighty. Still need more wildebeests, but we're getting somewhere with them eventually. Kind of would want a Bengal tiger with more longevity than that, but we can build an exhibit just so that we can get started on them. Just 705, so about that size slash bigger to keep them happy. Where can we put that? I guess we could put that here. But I think saving this for the big wildebeest giraffe thing could be good. I guess I could build something down here too. I kind of want to just almost leave this level to rot, because I don't know how well we can... well... this level and this level I think will be okay. As long as we can connect the path over there. Okay. This may be a little topsy-turvy, but it connects, and that's all I care about. Okay, let's go ahead and get another exhibit or two made. If we can fit something in here like the monitor, that'll be good. Surprised I actually haven't had to worry about money yet. As soon as I say that, I'm sure I'm jinxing myself. Can you not? The fencing system in this game just... it's really good and really bad all at the same time somehow. Okay, that's connected in there. And just pick a random thing there. Pick a thing there. Cool. We've technically got 2 more exhibits. Whether or not those are both going to get used remains to be seen. But these guys don't need a ton of space. 375. They are happy alone. So as long as this is at least 375, which it is, I think we can get a monitor and just kind of shovel her in there. Doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to work. Do you think we're gonna train up our staff though? Because I think we're about due. And it genuinely makes a huge, huge difference. Alrighty. Monitor. Oh, it's raining now. It's looking about the same level of gloominess outside as it is in the game now. I guess if we're putting water in, we don't really need to worry about that, huh? Train. I didn't know that it would just paint like that when you were doing that, but good to know, I guess. Does not need to be that deep, but that's okay. Alrighty. That's something. Okay, it took my money, so I'm assuming it's in there. The thing won't serve. They are just still feeding that poor crocodile. I don't know how helpful that is, but we'll see if it works. Ooh. Okay. Getting somewhere. What's a button for the flashlight? There it is. Now I can kind of see what I'm doing. I guess let's get this ready for a tiger, since that's what I'm hoping we can get next. Don't know if we'll be putting water in there or not. Don't have to, we won't. It always feels so weird that there's like a flashlight in this game. Obviously it's needed, but it always feels weird. Okay. It's probably a start. I won't complain about getting more gas money. See if that's too expensive for them though. They're very finicky with what they're willing to pay. Okay. Is everyone else so happy at least? Keep thinking that that's for the quarantine and it's just not. Okay, there we go. Let's see if they're happy like that. "13 minutes to do 4 more habitats, 2 more talks, about 2 more stars, 1,000 more guests." I mean, really, this may not be as impossible as I would have thought. So we'll play this out because I may just be surprised with how well it ends up getting done. And I don't really think that we'll actually get this to go, but never say never. I'm still so irked I can't just use the pre-existing walls. I've been burned enough times to not even try. Alright, bud, what do you need? Oh, it's not counting some of this as passable. That's a little annoying. But you know, it's gonna freak out about the gates for a second. It's fine. You can always just expand a bit here. Close enough. Okay. Let's get rid of the water real quick. I know it's gonna be angry for a second. It's fine. We're making it better. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. That should be more than enough now. Now it's not enough. This is a little too intense. There we go. How about that? Okay, maybe this 13 minutes is too impossible. Alright, let's see. There we go. Now they can actually see it. Just put a bunch of random things in there. I'm trying to keep playing around with the exact portions, but it's gonna not help in the end, I don't think. Okay. Any more wildebeest? No, we still need 2 more wildebeest. Okay. How many hippos do we need for them to be happy? 3. Okay. There's not 3 hippos we can just get. I don't know if we should even start on that particular vein. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get this out in 10 minutes. But at least I think I've got an idea about the layout on this zoo. And that'll help a lot later. So I think we'll actually just call it here, because I don't think we're gonna be winning this go round either. It's just too much to do in the last, 8 or 18 minutes, depending on how you want to cut it. If we were able to get more animals more quickly, I'd try and ride this out, because I think it really would be possible. But with all the animals basically needing conservation credits to be purchased, and we're waiting on timers for the animals too, I just don't think we can, which really stinks, because I think this one's very doable compared to the first one. So that's good to know. We may actually be able to do a time trial again. But I think we're going to go ahead and leave this off here. I hope y'all enjoyed playing Planet Zoo with me. I want to do more streams in the future. Be it Planet Zoo, Clan Gen, Wolf Quest, Pokemon. So those are going to be split up across both YouTube and Twitch. If you're so inclined, feel free to follow me over on Twitch as well. The link should be in the description below, because I'll be doing a few other games that aren't necessarily as YouTube friendly, like Pal World over there. I'm currently streaming every Saturday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard, so if you want to check me out over there, feel free to. Otherwise, on YouTube here, it'll be a bit more infrequent. We'll just kind of play games whenever there's enough time and energy to do so. So that's going to be the current plan. No ETAs for next Planet Zoo time, but this will be kind of a fun and frequent thing, I think. Until next time, stay safe and happy, you all. I'll see you then. And bye.